What's up today, guys? My name's Kevin. This is Entertaining Entropy. Today I'm talking about the Solana Saga, which I finally got my hands on after about a year of waiting. I wished I got in on the developers launch where they gave the developers a bunch of these phones. I didn't get one, so I had to wait for the actual launch, which I was able to pre-order and get my hands on one of the first 3,000 of the phones, something like that. Now they're on back order. They just did their launch in Berlin, where more people are getting shipped their phones. A bunch of people in Europe are super happy to be opening their phones. So I wanted to leave today's review video on my take on the phone, the hardware, what I think about the actual use of the phone, and then I'll also offer a getting started guide or just a place to vet some of my issues with the phone and how I was able to fix them. You can also leave me comments below on some issues that you might run into and how I could help you fix them. I'm not a Solana support tech, but they suck right now. Sorry. It's really just a Twitter account that somebody, I bet it's one person out there trying to answer everyone's questions. So they're doing their best, but let's work together. We'll band together as a community and I can try to answer some of your questions. So I'll do a review. I'll also talk about the phone itself, issues that I've had, show you how I got past them, and give you some of the cool things that I've used the phone for and show you my take on it. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Check out some of the episodes on my channel where I talk about DeFi land, a project that I get into with farming and NFT assets built in. I also talk about blockchain and I do crypto courses on how we get started and build your foundational understanding. So you can go out there, learn some other projects, bring them back to me, teach me about them so I can learn about them too. Learn together, earn together. That's my motto. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. All right, guys, so here it is. The Solana Saga on my kitchen table would look a lot like an Android phone to you. But when you flipped it over, you'd see this Solana emblem on the back. And that's how you know it's the real deal, built for Solana, super cool. You also notice the fingerprint scanner on the back there. I found it to be very responsive so far. The green button's probably my favorite part about the look of the phone. Nice design choice, a little bit off the beaten path. You can see here, this is my Galaxy S20 that I'm moving away from, and it's really a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger than that phone, but only has 2 instead of 3 cameras. That's fine. It's a 50 megapixel camera on the rear facing camera, and the selfie cam is 15 megapixels. When I turn it on, it'll show me the Solana emblem, and this thing has a 512 gigabyte hard drive and an expandable micro SD slot, so I can add, what I've seen online, 1, maybe 2 terabytes on a micro SD card and get this thing cranking with a ton of space. Super excited when I first saw the Saga emblem, still powered by Android, super nice. So like I said, it's basically an Android phone with all these things built in. I didn't really love the sound of the speaker and the microphone, both of which sounded kind of cupped, like it's built into the case of the phone. Here's the decentralized app store. Not a whole lot on here that I can't already do on my old phone that wasn't already available to Android users, but really cool to have it on my phone and really cool to have it all built in together on an app that's built onto the phone and a seed wallet that's built onto the phone too. So here's the camera. Here's me just taking a video of my tree outside just to show some of the detail of the camera itself. A lot of people would say the Google Pixel 7 Pro is better. I'm very happy with this phone though, very happy with the camera. Here's a picture just to show you what it looks like when it's still. And if I show another image, you'll notice it does tend to have these kind of focus zones that you definitely need to tap on the screen. You'll notice the berries that are right here on the lower side are definitely not as in focus, but when I zoom in, you can see a lot of the detail. I really do love this camera. So the Solana Saga phone is essentially just an Android phone with 2 main things that they've added: the decentralized app store and the seed vault. The seed vault, for those of you who aren't familiar with hardware wallets, is just a way for me to keep that secret recovery phrase safe from being exposed to the internet or anything else. And it's even something that they hide from the Android operating system, so you can't take screenshots to do screen recording or anything like that while that secret recovery phrase is up. So that makes it easy for me to store all my assets securely, safely on the wallet that's tied to my phone. And with that seed vault, I can also use my fingerprint to authenticate transactions. Now you might be saying, what if I lose my phone? I might lose all my stuff. Not the case. You keep the words that it gives you. You can either recover your wallet and send it to a new secure wallet, or just recover that wallet and keep using it, depending on what you do. Probably better to start a new secure wallet. Essentially, the other thing that the Solana Saga has is the decentralized app store. And this is going to be a way for me to access projects and new applications that wouldn't really make it on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. And that's because there's severe royalties that these stores, like the Apple App Store, would put onto applications for any transactions or anything that they make in the application itself. And 30% is a lot. For those of you who don't know, it's typically a large profit margin already at 30%, so it doesn't really leave much meat on the bone for people that are trying to make a business or just starting up. The other thing that you'll notice about the Solana Saga is if you're just looking at it from a phone perspective and you don't care about those decentralized apps or the seed vault, you're probably going to miss out on some of the fundamentals. So I overlooked a lot of the little heres and theres, but the more I start to use the phone, the more I notice it's missing a lot of these basic things. Wireless charging, wireless power sharing. I don't think it has Wi-Fi calling, but it seems to work, so maybe it's just happening invisibly. When I go to pull down stuff from the top of the screen, I'm not seeing all the same things that I saw on my Galaxy S20, which is a couple years back from, what I think S23 that they're doing right now. So certainly some things that I was missing. I was able to find a mobile hotspot. It's kind of hiding in these settings, but those types of things are just kind of weird to me, and I'm wondering why they're missing there. I also noticed that when I tried to mute my alarm by hitting the power button, that's missing too. And TikTok filters don't work, which I love TikTok, so that's just kind of a thumbs down for me. I don't know, maybe they'll fix it in the future. Just keep saying it's not supported. So with these things, just something to know if you're not really interested in the decentralized app store or that seed vault. If you just care about the latest and greatest technology, you're looking for the newest Galaxy, the newest Android, this may not be the phone for you because it's really going to be missing out on some of those fundamentals. It does have a really nice feel to it. The camera itself is nice, but the phone lacks some of those fundamental applications and features. So I wanted to talk about all the rewards that Solana gives you as part of buying the phone. You get a Solana Saga Rewards Pass. It's basically just this black circle, an NFT that grants you access to a couple of rewards that are already available from Magic Eden, Dialect, and Audius. Now, I had a little bit of a bumpy experience, so hopefully to save you from that, I put my Solana Saga Pass in a burner wallet and then tried to sign up and connect to all the services with a different wallet. So make sure you use the wallet that you have that NFT pass on that you get from the dApp store from Solana. So once you log into Magic Eden, you can get a $25 credit. It's not even a credit on just Magic Eden. They just send you 25 USDC. If you go onto Audius, you should get access to a couple of tracks. I haven't been able to do that. I've sent support an email. They've taken a while and haven't really gotten back to me, so I'm trying to figure out what's entailed there. The Claynosaurus mint is supposed to happen in the decentralized app store. It hasn't happened yet. And then if you connect your wallet to Dialect, and the one that has the NFT sticker pass would actually give you exclusive stickers, and you'd be able to access those as well. So a couple of neat things from the reward store. The other thing that you're going to notice is that Solana Saga is going to have Helium in the future. Right now, I have no comment on it because it hasn't been released, but you get a free 30 days of access to the Helium network, which is like basically replacing your Verizon, your AT&T, your T-Mobile, and you get those free 30 days of unlimited text, unlimited calling. And then it should be a pretty affordable network after that. Another big question that I had with the Solana Saga is, would it work with my current network? I literally just took the SIM card out of my Verizon phone on my S20, my Galaxy S20, and I popped it into my Solana Saga, and Verizon figured it out, so there were some emails that I had to go through, but it literally just transferred my number. And then I plugged my old phone into my Solana Saga, all my stuff transferred over, and it was super easy, and I was actually really surprised. So a lot of people are asking me, are you using your number that you were using before? Is this your main phone? Yes, it is. I'm not using it as just a hardware wallet. I'm actually using it against my full-time phone, and I've retired my Galaxy S20, which is great because the screen was cracked, and this one's a big upgrade. All right, so the only game that's on the decentralized app store is Alpha League Racing, and I'll tell you, I was super nervous that it was going to be absolute garbage, and I was going to have to wait for a cool user experience with my phone, but Alpha League Racing actually really delivers. It's got short tracks. I'm not really a racing guy, but it's short, so I can pick up my phone, try to beat my best time, put it down, pick it up later. There's a lot of new tracks. Every 25 days, they have a season. Every couple days, they change the tracks, and if you own the car, you actually get payouts based on how you perform in the season. So they have drifting tracks, like this one I'm on is more of a drifting track. They also have regular tracks where you don't slide as much. They just added an overhead track style where you can kind of look down from the top. It's like a smaller car, you're looking top down, bird's eye view. My favorite part though is the community. Jimba over there is super huge shout out to him. Been a big help to me getting started with this product, and I've really loved the experience that I've had, and this product is a super huge thumbs up for me and a big win for Solana. All right, guys. So in summary, I'd probably give the Saga a 7 out of 10. And from my judgment, really great for somebody who would be into blockchain, maybe on the Solana blockchain already, trading things, understanding the Web3 space. Not as great for somebody that's looking for the latest and greatest hardware with the best phone and the best features and the best camera and all that. The way that it wins for me, the Saga is able to deliver decentralized apps from the App Store that nobody else can. It also has the Seed Vault, which basically takes my ledger, my hardware wallet, and crams it into my mobile phone. And it has so much potential for development of apps that I already use, and now I can use on my phone. Where it loses me is on some of the fundamentals. So it doesn't really have a great battery life. I mean, it does last all day. It has some bugs like switching apps. When I'm switching around from Phantom especially, tends to hang. I tend to find myself closing apps and reopening things a lot. But really where it loses me in the Wi-Fi calling and the camera apps, and also TikTok filters don't work. So those are the big thumbs down for me. Where I find this phone is really going to be better in the future. I know I'm a pioneer, so I'm trying to be patient. There are a lot of bugs that I've hit. If you have a similar experience or had any questions or something you wanted to share, hit me with some comments below. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to help you if I can, try to get past some of those issues, but I really just hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much.